So while India are currently playing in the third test versus New Zealand at the Wankhede Stadium, there is a major update regarding the Border-Gavaskar Trophy build-up. Now, India, as originally planned, they were supposed to play an intra-squad game from November 15th to November 17th at the Waka in Perth to prepare for the first test against Australia that will be held just across the river at Optus. But now, according to a latest report by ESPN Cricinfo, the intra-squad match that India was supposed to have on November 15th, 17th, that is now been cancelled. Yes, the Waka curator stated that yes, this has been cancelled. India's intra squad game has been cancelled because although it would have been held behind closed doors, this still did not merit the fact that yes, why did India cancel it? Now there are two reasons given. India's hierarchy, the Indian management have changed the plans and instead opted for the squad to train for those 3 days. They will have net sessions, they will have practice sessions, real match simulations that's going to happen at the Waka. The center pitch which will be there, it will be replicated like the one which is there in Optus. So that is the current situation that is going on regarding the Border-Gavaskar Trophy. So net cricket, there will be their net sessions and center wicket match simulations. This will happen at the Waka rather than a full intra-squad game that is going to be there. Anyway, it was not going to be telecast. It was going to be held behind closed doors anyway. So the management has said, let's not have an intra-squad game. Let us go in with just a warm-up session that is there with the sides. So this is the way we are looking at it. The management has decided the team is going to anyway reach on the 12th. No point in having an intra-squad game on the 15th to the 17th. Go into Optus on 22 with minimal practice that is there. So this is the thing. Now Australia will train at the Waka after this. So that is why when India just going for a practice session, Australia will train at the Waka. And then after that, similar conditions will be replicated at Optus. And that is why this is going to happen. Now, this is the first time, if you have to look at it, that India are going into the first test in Australia without a warm-up game. For example, if you have to look at it, in 2018 and 19, they did play a Cricket Australia 11 at the Sydney Cricket Ground. They did play a 3-day game in against Australia A as well. But here, this is not happening at this point in time. So this is a big development when you have to look at the Border-Gavaskar Trophy, because when you look at it, first test of a Sena nation, when has India ever done well, especially in Australia, even in their peak. 2018-19 was the only time they won the first test in Australia. One, not a draw or a loss. They won only one test in Australia, the very beginning of it in 2018. Even in 2020, 2021, they lost the first match in Adelaide, 36 all out, the ping ball test. That is how important this is. So this is a really big development, and starting with a win is a must for India to win BGT. But at Perth, is it possible? Which is why I'm saying, on previous two occasions, India started with a warm-up. This time, they have not started with a warm-up. Either because the turnaround time is so little. You are leaving for Australia on the 12th. You will be reaching 11th. You'll depart from India. You will reach on the 12th. Then 3 days later, facing a big intra-squad encounter. But does an intra-squad encounter really help? That is the one debate that the management has also had. Maybe it doesn't help that much in match simulation. You did have an intra-squad game in the World Test Championship, but did it help? No, it didn't. It just needs adjustment to the conditions, and Optus will be hard, but it won't be as intimidating as the Waka, because at the Waka you'll get the breeze, you'll get the extra bounce and pace. At Optus, it may flatten out as it goes. So that is why it will not be very easy at this age. So an intra-squad game has been cancelled, and that is why you are going to see this. So why is that? Actually, is asking why is that? Because they rather do something else. No, I think there is a bit of a merit, because does an intra-squad game really help in adjusting to the conditions? No. Previous two instances, 2018-19, it did help. 2020-2021, you did play a warm-up game, but then you still were bundled out for 36. You played an intra-squad game in the WTC final in 2021, but did it help? No, it didn't. So it's just psychological that you want to adjust to the conditions at this point. So actually, there is no right or wrong in this. Fear of losing against A team? No, I don't think so. Being optimistic, you're not going to play the A team anyways, because you're going to play the A side are going to play one more unofficial test match, and then after that they'll get into the groove for the white ball leg also. So that is the thing. And I will take the question that Priyanshu says: Santner been playing on this pitch, India have gone to 150 again. Well, you prepare the pitch, you get the kind of results that you had in Pune and Bengaluru. As simple as that. India, when they prepared rank turners, most likely they've fallen into those traps. So it's a good sign that Santner isn't in, but Ajaz Patel could be the key in this case, along with Glenn Phillips. So let's see how that pans out. So for people joining us, India have cancelled their intra-squad match at the Waka from the 15th of November to the 17th because the management felt that maybe only net sessions and the center pitch match simulations were the way to go forward. So that is the way we are looking at it. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this update. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis, and don't forget to tap that bell icon so that you know when we go live. Bye bye.